This video is about my opinion. Thus you should not get traded. So take it with a grain of salt. And don't be a daft cunt.
Counter-Strike Global Offensive is a game, not a bad game or a good game, just a game. Having 2k hours in the game and being slightly above average, I feel that I have enough experience to talk about it. And I cannot stress how much that I think Counter-Strike is an abusive game. Like any relationship, it goes through stages. Stage 1, the pastime. It starts out with a hard learning curve, but with friends the game is a lot of fun, and of course, you're bad at the game, but so are the people you're playing with, so just all have fun. You guys laugh, you win games every now and then, you don't really think about warming up, you just go straight into competitive, just want to pass time with your friends. But eventually, comes a time where you either get tired of getting your butt kicked, or something clicks, like you ace around, or you clutch a 1v1 situation, and the game just becomes so much more. You start to take it a little more serious. Maybe you watch some smoke tutorials, or start deathmatching before you comp. This leads you to start getting better at the game, little by little. Eventually, you get to the point where you actually think you're good at the game. This is Stage 2, the peak of Counter-Strike, where you enjoy playing the game and you're good at it. But it doesn't last long. For Counter-Strike, it's an unforgiving piece of shit. Getting better means you want to win more, so each loss you take starts to add a toll on you, whereas before, you would just laugh it off with your friends if you lost. This toll is the beginning of Stage 3. I call Cancer. You start to notice how idiotic your teammates are, and how upsetting it is knowing that you could do better. This is a slippery slope. You slowly become infected, getting more and more toxic as time goes on. It starts with a sly comment, but eventually leads to the idea that if it wasn't for your teammates, you would win. Nothing becomes your fault anymore. Enter Stage 4, Denial. That gunfight you just lost wasn't your fault. It can't be. You spent so many hours practicing your spray control, getting better over time. It was just his stupid peek he made. You didn't expect it. No one would be that dumb to peek like that. You get so focused on how good of a player that you are that you don't notice your mistakes. You make bad plays and you justify them. This makes you hate the game. You just want to punch something because you're mad after losing. Why should you lose? You spent so much time and effort to be a better player. You know you're a better player. And you feel you're being held back. This leads to raging and raging hard. Stage 5. Triggered. You are no longer thinking rationally. You are simply taking gunfights at a disadvantage or not and getting pissed if you lose. This continues to get worse until the game is over and you quit playing for the day. But if you continue to play, it begins to snowball into something uncontrollable. It can even eventually lead to you uninstalling the game. Stage 6. The break. Well, there's no given time or how long it would take. We all have done it. Where you just need to play something else, anything else. Counter-Strike is just too much for you right now. So we need time apart from it. Enter the last stage. Stage 7. Withdrawal. You haven't played Counter-Strike in a while, and you begin to remember that awesome feeling of winning a game or clutching around. You start to miss playing it, and you can't think of why you quit playing, so you decide to go back and start playing again, and the cycle anew. This is why Counter-Strike is a game. You get so passionate about it, so much so that you hate it and love it at the same time. I've never found another game where I want to punch my monitor so hard because the game sucks and I'm losing. Then I get off to cool down, and all I think about is how much I want to go back and play some Counter-Strike.